Hello and welcome to another Akira Labs tutorial. In this video, you'll be learning how to use the UI gesture to actually move two separate UI views. So let's go ahead and get started. So you want to choose a single view application, and let's name this SlideView. You can name it whatever you want, but for this purposes we're going to call it SlideView. You can also choose if you want it universal, iPhone or iPad. The code will work for all devices, so I'm just going to use universal. Create your project. Okay, so once we are set up, let's go ahead and head over to the iPhone storyboard, and let's create another view. So all you have to do is drag in a view on top, and let's go ahead and drag another one. So I'm going to resize the second one. Let me take it outside the view border. There we go. Let's change the colors so we can know what we're dealing with here. So I'm going to change this one to green, and I'll have the second one as black. So I'm going to cover the entire screen with this black one. And let's go ahead and drag that one on top. And let's have another. Let's have a text view. Let's put it right here in the middle, just so that we can actually animate something. You can also do it with the UIView, but it's better if you want to put it on a specific object. We could have it that way. So I have my text here, and I'm going to go ahead and drag in the gesture. So for this one, we're going to use the swipe gesture. You can use any type of gesture you want. The code works for everything, but for this one, it's just easier to actually swipe the gesture to show the UI view. So let's drag it on top of that. And once we're done, let's go ahead and split our view over here. Head over to the ViewController.m and hold down Control and drag your mouse over to the top, and let's call this the slide gesture. So this is the part where we put the code of what we want to happen to the views when we actually slide when we actually do our slide gesture over at the UITextView. So let's go ahead and start. So UIView, beginAnimations, NULL, context, NULL. So this will start the animation. So let's, if you guys are new to this, we could set, comma, start. And let's have another one, UIView, setAnimationDuration. So this is the part where you want the duration of your view or your animation. So for this one, let's have it for 0.5 seconds. Let's have call this the FirstView.frame CGRect, and let's make it 120 by 0 by, let's see the actual measurements. So 320 by 548. So basically with this code, what we did is we set the animation, and inside that animation I want the view. It might give you an error now because we haven't defined it yet under the .m file. So I'm telling my first view to move 120 in the x-axis. So I'm making it move positive 120 towards the x-axis so that it actually slides out of the way to show the other view. So let's go ahead to our M file and actually declare the first view. So let's have a UI. First we have an IBOutlet UIView. And then let's have it first view, just like that. And then we could head over to save it, and then head over to the M build. Oh, we have to have an equal sign over here. Don't forget that one. So when we have that, let's over to our view. Okay, just to make sure I'm not missing anything, let me go ahead and close the animation. So for this one, all we have to do is type in the UIView commitAnimations. So this is telling it to basically do the animation. Before we build it, let's go ahead and attach our outlets, because we seem to forgot to do that. So all you have to do is actually drag your outlet of your first view and have it on top, which is the actual view over here. So we're declaring that this is our first view, because if you'll just run it without doing that, nothing will happen because you haven't declared this as the first view. So let's go ahead and try it now. And as you can see, once I swipe to the right, it'll slide out of the way and it'll show me the other view. And you can use the other view for something else if you want to have more options towards that side. Now you can use the same code to return the gesture. So we could drag another one over to another text view. And let's have this one as left. And we could do the same thing. So all we have to do is control, click, and then we just type in SlideBack. And we could just copy everything from the top to make it easier. And all we have to do is change the X over to 0, and that should do the trick. So let's go ahead and run it. So I swipe to the right, pops out, swipe to the left, it closes. So you see this type of animation over at the new applications that have come out, such as all these the new Facebook app where you just slide, and there are also some other apps on the App Store that you can be able to use to create this gesture as well. So the same thing can be done over at the iPad. So all we have to do is technically just copy all the objects, head over to the iPad, paste the objects, let's align them perfectly, just like so. And all we have to do is run it on the iPad, but first let's set the first view, and let's have the SlideBack. You have to have also our swipe gestures, don't forget that. Just like so. And let's go ahead and link those up. So our SlideBack was the second one, and our SlideGesture was the first one. So to set it up properly, all we have to do is click on the text view, hold down Control, and bring it down to the gesture recognizer, and select gesture recognizer. We've got that one, and we've got that one. So all we have to do is hit run, and this should do the trick. As you can see, it did that animation because the code that we listed above only seems to work on the iPhone, because if you look at it properly, we are changing the width and the length over to the preferred iPhone version. So this is actually what you're seeing with the iPhone. But if you adjust this properly to fit the iPad, it will do the trick. So this has been the basics behind some gesture and how to use the gesture to slide UIView or create on any other type of animation. If you want to use the any gesture to set up a command, all you do is do the same technique, but you just switch this code with whatever your command, with whatever you want your command to be. So for example, I could have my text view, text view1 dot text equals hello, and just like that, we head over to the H and create the IBOutlet UIText field. Call this text view1, just like that. Save it. Head over to the iPhone storyboard. Link it up. Oh, first, sorry about that. We have to change it from text field to text view because the text field is a small text box. So back to the iPhone. Drag that in. Let's run it on the iPhone. So once I swipe right, it will change the text to hello. So I just created a command using the gesture. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped. If you like it, be sure to thumbs up or comment any questions you have down below. We're here to help. We really want to give our expertise out there. So once again, just leave a comment down below if you have any question at all. We'll be sure to answer it. Thanks for watching.